get extra.
Welcome back to the Wednesday Whinge. I am Jano, and yes, I'm in a different area of my house. I look different. I don't know where to look in the camera. So now I understand what people went through, people that I've watched progress and grow on YouTube. Some of them never find where you're meant to look, and some of them have to put a sticker next to where the camera is, which I'm thinking it's there. But for some reason, I'm drawn to look to the left, and I think it's because I like to see myself. But it's going to come a time where I'm not going to be able to look at myself, you know, for you guys to be able to put up looking at me. But yeah, if you would like to whinge about me not looking in the right direction or not looking into the camera, please do so below. Yeah, because I feel like this is the fucking perfect forum for a whinge, because I'm about to lay some fucking whinges on you right now. And yeah, I hate it when you're talking to someone and then because they're having a bad day, they like treat you like shit. Usually I'd speak back up, but some people fucking aren't worth it. Some people aren't worth it, and why cause more shit? Because then, especially if they're male, you've bruised their ego. Yeah, I have a podcast and it's called Mouthhole. I'm not holding back over there. I'm letting everything out. There are comedians. I'm not using their names, but I am voicing my shit. How I've come across so many fucking asshole comedians, males in particular, that don't understand mental health. So the approach of the comedy scene in general is not a supportive network for people that have mental illness. And I can fucking tell you that now. The amount of people that question, why would you have PTSD? Why the fuck do I even need to explain? You know? Why would you even question that? Why do I need to explain? People don't understand depression. They think it's fucking, you'll get over it. What about genetic depression? What about people that are born with that imbalance? That's what I have to deal with. This is fucking genetic shit that I deal with. Every fucking day is a battle for me. Because I'll tell you something. I had a PTSD attack when I was on stage at the Comedy Lounge one time. It was a week after I had auditioned for comedy, which went awful because obviously I wasn't there mentally. But even then, you know, no one, like, people are just so easy to ridicule you rather than notice that, hey, like, this person is not fully present. Everyone is just so competitive and willing to push you down, keep you down so that you don't take their spot. And I say this on my podcast, like, I'm not competing with anyone. Nah, no one else. The only person I am competing with is myself. And it's always been that way. So all this noise and shit and drama that's going on, I don't fucking listen. They want me to give up by telling me that I'm shit at comedy. A PTSD attack, got off stage and was just completely shaking, uncontrollably, couldn't, you know, I don't know if you know, but when you're having a PTSD attack, you can't control your body. You can't control your reaction because you're just taken right back there. Your brain goes right back to that trauma. I remember I turned to the one person that I knew and we weren't on good terms. Backstory on this person, we were friends. He helped me write emails and ask if I could get spots on open mics. He helped me fully understand what I needed to do to get on stage for a year or so before I got on stage. He was a really good friend. I could message him whenever and he would help me out. On my first night that I was on stage at Shapiro's, Lazy Susan's, it was the 19th of March, 2019. And he was also on the lineup. He was on after me. I was second last. And it went really well for me, like too well. Like I was not expecting it to go well. And he never spoke to me again. Why? I don't know. Threatened? Maybe. But remember, Perth has no girth. So what else was I expecting? I'm pretty much used to it. That's what happens. Guys walking around with all these like egos bigger than their fucking girth. Anyway, so he was the only person in the room when I was having my PTSD attack, and it was really important that I find something familiar to focus on. And he used to be my friend, and why couldn't he be my friend then? And I just looked at him and I said, can you just stay there? Just remain sitting next to me. You don't need to talk to me. I know you don't like me. Just stay there. Please, it's really important. I'm not sure he could even recognize mental illness. Or if he's just so blinded by his bruised ego that he can't get over his own fucking lack of girth that he would sit there and help a woman who is fucking crying. No matter, you know, even if it was just that, even if it was just a woman, an old friend of yours sitting there crying. How deep is your hate for you to get up and walk away? Because that's what he did. And then I had all these other comedians coming up to me instead of asking me what's going on. They assumed that I was crying because I had done shit. So while I'm sitting there having a fucking PTSD attack and I can't control my body and I'm rocking back and forward, I had these comedians, male comedians, come up to me and say, it's okay, everyone bombs, you shouldn't get upset, you'll get used to it, it'll be better, everything will be better from... What the fuck? Then, even when I said I'm having a PTSD, they didn't hear me because they didn't recognize that. They were sure that I was crying because I bombed. Just so unaware someone may be struggling with their mental health. And you, again, are minimizing the whole fucking thing to come up to that person and not even ask them how they are, but fucking assume that they are crying this uncontrollable fucking breaking down crying because they bombed. Fuck. And that's the shit, you know. But then my ex-friend, the guy that walked away, had gone up to like the management and fucking complained that I was killing the mood or whatever in the green room, disrupting comedians, putting them off their set. Okay. Which I didn't find out for at least a month afterwards when I got a female comedian to find out what the fuck is going on and why is everyone acting like a see you next Thursday, because I like Tuesday. He found out and she was like, apparently you did something in the green room and someone complained. They didn't even have the fucking balls, the management, anyone, you know, and this was that fucking old management who told me that I was banned from the Comedy Lounge. I didn't go back for 2 years. I didn't even know that he had left. You know, the manager that had told me to not come back. I didn't even know that he had left because, you know, he got booted. He must have treated other people like shit too. But getting myself back into the Comedy Lounge was fucking hard. 3 times it took me. First 2 times I couldn't get past. I couldn't do it. It was too hard. Walking back into a place where I fucking had a PTSD attack, I would never do that to myself. My survival technique, everything was like alarm systems. Like, why are you doing this? Because I need to get back on stage there. Also, I think I just might need to talk to who owns the place and just let him know that this is what went down. I want to reclaim my place. Oh my God, fucking Korn. How good was that song? All the links to all the shit that I'm creating is down below. My Mouthhole podcast, and which is also on Apple now. I know. My podcast is on Apple now. Oh, there's no going back. Mental illness in the comedy scene, you'd think it'd be so much more supportive, but it's not. And maybe it's not because my mouthhole is not like every other person. I was going to say female, but not like every other person. My mouthhole will fucking call you out. And that's what this is. I just didn't use your fucking lame name. So I'm so fucking glad that you are still carrying around the issue that you have with me. I mean, how much energy have you fucking wasted caring that much? Because, hey, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. And let me tell you this, I didn't have confidence before. I've got confidence now. So watch out. If you're watching this and you think that you can help me by getting me to look where I'm meant to look, or if by chance you enjoyed listening to me have a good old fucking whinge, I do it every Wednesday. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up. Help me with the algorithm of YouTube overcoming that wave. Got to get past the break. We got to get past the break, and then everything will fall in place. Like it's happening. It's happening. Fuck my life. fuck your life too.
That means that extra.